Switching now to the coronavirus pandemic, as mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the governor has ordered an emergency declaration to be continued for 45 more days now. He had the authority to extend it 60 days, but he chose a shorter term. 38 more cases of COVID-19 announced by the state today. We now have roughly 3,500 positive cases. About 1,300 of those are active. 2 new deaths were announced, bringing the total number of lives lost so far to the virus to 83 in Arkansas. Even as cases still climb, more and more parts of the economy are back open for business. Our Jay Bird joining us now from the state capitol with more on the state's plan on moving forward, opening up a little bit to those living outside Arkansas, Jay.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Bob. More restrictions are being lifted. And like you mentioned, it's not just for Arkansans, but it's for most of the rest of the country.
To make one announcement today.
On Tuesday, Governor Asa Hutchinson lifted the out-of-state travel ban in Arkansas, except for what is classified as a hotspot. But what's a hotspot?
I don't know that there's a technical definition of it, but it's certainly an increasing number of cases, but it'd be something that would be a concern to us.
Currently, New York, New Jersey, New Orleans, and Connecticut are what is listed as those hotspots, but areas can be added and subtracted from that list.
It's not an exact science, I will say, but we'll be looking at new places where we see increases and make sure that we're putting safeguards in place, and then very cautiously take those off when it's clear that the risk is really not much higher than other places in the country.
And so I'm hopeful that if our nation stays in the right trajectory, that we'll be taking places off of hotspots versus adding them.
This is all part of getting the state back up and running again, especially in the hospitality industry in the natural state.
The objective that we're trying to accomplish is to allow our hotel and lodges to extend occupancy to those who may come to Arkansas from our neighboring states.
The reopening to travel also lifts the out-of-state ban from state parks. Governor Hutchinson noting that the parks are a big draw.
This makes it very clear in Arkansas is how much people appreciate our state parks and miss them when they're not available, and I know they're anxious to have access to them to the fullest extent.
Now, also, Dr. Nate Smith and the Department of Health have said they've gotten a lot of questions on recreational and community pools. So initially, they were not going to allow those to open, especially in gyms, things like that. But now they've gotten enough inquiry. They're actually going to release some guidance, hopefully later in the week, on the possibility of reopening those here in the near future. Live from the state capitol, Jay Burt, KRK 4 News.